Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Phins Show. I am your host, Miss Phins. Welcome, 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 guys. Hit that like button on your way in. Hit that like button. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hit that like button. You're not gonna believe this, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Hello from all the way down here. There we go. You guys are not gonna believe this. It's kind of funny. So today we're gonna be talking about Tua's expectations and potential. This season. This is supposed to be Tua Tuesday. However, my week has been so off. Like on Tuesday, I thought it was Wednesday. On Wednesday, I thought it was Tuesday. Today, I'm having a hard time thinking it's not Friday. Um, So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I have what do you call it? Ooh, man, it's been a little funny. It's been a little funny, but don't worry about it, guys. We're gonna have some fun, like we always do, guys. Like we always do. But yes, today, while it was supposed to be a Tuesday, which moving forward will be on Tuesdays, we have to talk about Tua Tagovailoa, our starting quarterback. So hit that like button for me, guys, on your way in. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. Let me get this last little part here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh man, we've been having some good traction. So that goes to show you guys are really enjoying what you're seeing, and I'm very glad about that. So thank you for that, guys. Oh, let's go ahead and get it started, ladies and gentlemen. So Tua Tagovailoa, man, we're going into year 6. 6 years with this man. 6. When are we gonna get some real work from him? Some consistency. That's what we want. That's what we want. Ah, appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you what we've. Well, I can't show you, but I'm gonna go ahead and go over. We've been tracking in the last 4 years. This is season 4 of Miss Phins, by the way. 4 seasons of the show. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody on Twitter and Twitch, man. You guys have been awesome. Um, we just keep doing bigger and better things, and it's all because of you guys. So thank you so much. Shout out to everybody in the building too. Who do we have in here? We got Cat for Life in the building. Delusional Patriots fan, welcome. Mr. Red, White, and Bills, Sean, welcome. Appreciate y'all. Expectations. You can't talk to people that way. Seriously. Anyways, but we're gonna talk. We're gonna have fun with it. But we've been expecting a lot from Tua because again, he was drafted 5th overall. If Tua was drafted in the 3rd round, I don't think we would care, of his production so far. So that's that's where I'm at right now when it comes to Tua. Like because he was drafted 5th overall in the 2020 draft, you come with certain expectations, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna see exactly how he's fared. He hasn't fared that well. Sorry, excuse me. Is Tua gonna play 17 games this season? That's a legitimate question. He's only done that one time in his entire career in the NFL. One time. Out of 6 years, one time, or 5 years, one time. Can he go ahead and actually stay healthy this year? We're gonna have to wait and see. We're gonna have to wait and see. But is he smart enough? Not that he's quote unquote a veteran. After your rookie year, you go into that veteran status, or he's a more seasoned quarterback. Is any of that gonna help him to make better decisions? I don't know. But I'll tell you this though, I got massive expectations for him. And I actually just put out a short, and it's true, and I'm glad I just saw it before I got on here. If I'm Tua Tagovailoa, ladies and gentlemen, I got paid. I got my rookie contract. First of all, I got drafted in the first round. Second, I got my rookie contract that's practically guaranteed. And then I got paid. It hasn't really worked out that much here in Miami. I'm still under contract till next year. But if they want to cut bait, they gotta pay me money. If I'm Tua, I'm like, I'm gonna put out the best film I can possibly put out. Because it's either I'm playing for the Dolphins next year or I'm starting for another team. Because if Tua doesn't put good film this year, and I mean by good film, I mean he's gotta beat above 500 teams. He's gotta beat the playoff teams. If Tua doesn't do that this year, ladies and gentlemen, Tua will enter his journeyman status. Yes, I said it. Because he will be picked up by another team. If the Dolphins decide to move off of him after this offseason, he will be picked up by another team. He will probably start. But if he doesn't start, he'll definitely get a job, at least as a backup. That's for sure. So if I'm him and I want to play and I want to start, my mentality is I'm going to play all the games and I'm going to put out the best film. I'm going to play completely competitive, not just on the bum teams, which is the teams below 500. I am going to make sure that I'm going to make sure I secure my next contract. Whether it's with the Miami Dolphins and we restructure, or whether I'm starting for another team. That's the mentality. Like, I'm a competitor. I play competitive sports. If you're a competitor, that's the mentality you gotta have. It's like, fine, if it's not here, it's gonna be somewhere else. It's gonna be somewhere else. So I gotta make sure that I do what I need to do. So that way, I'm getting paid again. I'm putting out that good film. I'm out here beating these teams that everybody says I can't beat. Miss Phins, what teams are you referring to? Easy, man. The ones that we always end up seeing go deep in the postseason. We've got one of them in our own division. We got one of them in our own division. I'm going to play my best game versus the Buffalo Bills. I'm going into their home field and ripping their hearts out and getting that win. I'm going to contribute to the win, and I'm not going to contribute to a loss. I'm going to protect the ball. And I'm going to make sure the whole world knows my name, even though they already know. You know what I mean? Because Tua is, whether people like it or not, he is a worldwide phenomenon. He is a worldwide celebrity. He is. But now, I'm going to make sure that now I'm turning heads. Okay, Tua. Okay, Tua. Hey, guess what, Tua? Week 9, you got the Baltimore Ravens coming home. What are you gonna do about that? Ooh, the Baltimore Ravens that were literally one play away from making the AFC Championship last year, maybe perhaps could have represented the AFC in the Super Bowl. What are you gonna do about that, Tua? At home? Hmm? What are you gonna do about that? Come out here and Tua puts up a performance like he did the one of the semi decent games that he played. It was a good game in Baltimore, putting up what 5, 6 touchdowns. Are you gonna drop another 5, 6 touchdowns here, man? At home versus the Ravens, who a lot of people say should have won. Lamar should have won MVP last year. You know he's gonna be buying for that MVP campaign this year too. So what are you gonna do about that? And then guess what? Are you gonna beat the Bills away? And now week 10, they come home. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna beat the Bills? Are you gonna beat the Commanders? Jaden Daniels took his team to the NFC Championship as a rookie and was a couple plays away from being the first rookie to take their team to the Super Bowl. I don't know if he would have won versus Kansas City, but he was there. He could have been there. I mean, these are the questions people are trying to get answered. When you go to Pittsburgh in the snow in December, are you gonna do your job, not contribute to the defense? I mean to the loss and contribute to the offense? Put up more than 2 touchdowns? Mm. That's where we're at right now. Shout out to everybody in the building. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. Hit that like button. I see you, C83. Welcome, welcome. And stop with that wolf crap, okay? Because you already know that whatever it means to you, that's not it. I'm my own person. So stop it with that garbage. Can't stand when you do that. Just because I'm asking legitimate questions. Is Tua gonna actually perform? Like, nah. Those are legitimate questions. You are no longer a rookie in a rookie contract. You got a rookie that took his team to the NFC Championship. You got second year players taking their teams to the divisional round. You got second year players who have more playoff wins than you have playoff appearances. So you need to do your job. Now, granted, I get it. This is a team sport. I understand. It's not 100% on Tua. I don't ever put it 100% on Tua. But you're supposed to be the leader of this team. So I absolutely have high expectations in you. I am not like one of these fans that is okay with you just being mediocre. No, I have high expectations. High expectations. I don't want just a playoff win. I want the AFC championship minimum. Will I be happy with a playoff win? Of course. Are you kidding me? Who wouldn't be happy finally getting that monkey off our back? Oh, thank God. No longer do I have to hear 27, 600 years since the last time the Dolphins have won a playoff. Nobody wants to hear that. Okay? You don't believe me? Ask the Lions when they had the longest streak until they didn't. Ask the Jets. I don't want just a playoff win. I want success in the postseason. Again, I started today's show with if I'm Tua, I'm putting out great film. That also indicates that I'm going to be playing the best football in my life. I'm going to be available for my team. And I'm going to beat teams who are playoff teams, above 500 teams, like the Buffalo Bills, like the Commanders, like the Ravens. Who else we got? Like the Bengals, like the Steelers. Whether you like it or not, and I'm a proponent of this, we have yet to beat Vrabel. People out here want to just say, like, oh, it's going to be super easy. We're going to go ahead and we're going to sweep the Patriots. Okay. We're just gonna beat the Patriots just cause. And it's like, guys, we gotta take into consideration a lot of things. It's not like it was before. When we beat them a couple years ago, who do they have as their offensive coordinator? A defensive coordinator in Matt Patricia. Hot mess of a team. Of course we were gonna beat them. Then they had a rookie head coach who didn't know what he was going to do. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out for him. Of course, we were going to beat the Patriots and sweep them. But guess what? They are doing what I call the Patriot Way 2.0. The revamped, reworked, restructured Patriot Way. Why? Because they got Mike Vrabel, who was a player for years in that scheme, in that structure. And now he brought in a lot of guys that were there at the same time. They have a young quarterback in Drake May, whom I think has the necessary skills for him to be special for them if they can protect him. I don't think it's gonna be an easy cakewalk like most people have. Most people think. I said this last night on League Wide Wednesdays. Come check it out. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Fourth season, ladies and gentlemen, fourth season with myself and my co-host, Mr. Color Commentary. I said it last night. Two teams we haven't beaten in the last 6 years. Colts, Titans. Everybody's so quick to say, "Oh, we're gonna destroy the Colts." Are we? Because we should have destroyed the Colts every single year. We've played them in the last 6 years, and we haven't. We should have destroyed the Tennessee Titans every single year, and we still haven't. Heck, we beat the Buffalo Bills before the bum Colts and Titan teams we've played in the last 6 years. It's what I'm trying to tell you. This is, unfortunately, where we are right now. And I understand a lot of people, people, well, this happens in real life anyways, but this happens with statistics, let's put it that way. People will use certain things to justify their point of view, skew the numbers, or only focus on one part, just so it bolsters their take. Okay, cool. Just like some people say wins are not a quarterback stat. Okay, whatever. Some people say it is. Okay, cool. Either way, at the end of the day, last time I checked, Tua's part of the team, period. And for anybody that wants to tell me he hasn't played for those games, they've never beat Tua. You're just making my case because you're the number one QB. You're not available for your team. You lost to that team by not being available. You're making my case. You're literally making my case. Your inability to be available means you lost to that team. It doesn't matter. Oh, if Tua was healthy. This isn't the ifs Dolphins of the NFL. This is the Miami Dolphins of the NFL. This is a legendary team, two-time Super Bowl champs, the only perfect season in any professional sport. And even with a 20-year hiatus of winning, of literal middom, which is what I call it, where we are 500 in the last 20 years, guess what? We're still the fifth most winningest franchise in the NFL. Suck it, people. Anybody who wants to talk bad about my team, it don't matter if we've been bad in the last 20 years. Oh, the Patriots got the little divisional wins. Oh, the Patriots is so good. The greatest dynasty. And we still have a better record than them overall. All time. Yeah, no. I got high expectations for my team. I am so tired of people just being, but we just need this. We just need to win this. No. And I'm tired of people saying if Tua was up, stop it. Tua lost by not being there. Tua lost. Get over it. Get over it. I have zero patience for Tua and ifs. Period. There is no put up and you already got paid. Are you gonna be the real question is, do you even want to play football? Because either you succeed this season, you might get another season because you're in a contract next year, and then you might be completely out of the league. So how long do you want to play? How long do you want to play football? How long do you want to play football? That's it, Tua. The decision is yours. You want your guys to execute? Lead your guys to victory. It's funny. I said this 2 off seasons ago. Before he got paid, I said, ladies and gentlemen, I asked this simple question and the response to it was so funny to me. Ladies and gentlemen, does Tua elevate his team? And it was a simple question. Does Tua elevate this team? Of course he does, Miss Phins. Nobody can run this offense. This offense is only for Tua. Nobody can run this offense, Miss Phins. He elevates his team. Without him, they can't win. Oh my God. People are funny. People are funny. No, he doesn't. No, Tua Tagovailoa does not elevate this team. He's been carried by this offense. He's been carried by the players and the roster. Period. In my opinion, let me put it that way. In my opinion. Because a lot of people, they want to say, yes, he elevates his team. He wins versus bums. Think about that. He doesn't elevate for some reason versus an opposing team that goes to the playoffs and has an opportunity to go to a Super Bowl. But of course, we're not going to do that, right? Of course. Right? I already told you, CB83, stop it with that crap. I'm not kidding. Unfortunately, Tua Tagovailoa doesn't elevate his team. He restricts his team into being one way. Now, I will tell you this. It is the job of a head coach and offensive coordinator to tailor their offense to their quarterback. Every team does it. I'm not taking that away, but we also have a head coach who has failed to make the adjustments when Tua has gone down. That part is not on Tua. That part is on Mike McDaniel and the OC. Not being able to tailor the offense to the skill set of their backups. Not getting their backups ready. Miss Phins, no backup takes snaps. They do. They may not take 80%, 90% of the snap, but they still take snaps. You still have 900 plays. You still can go ahead and tailor a game plan to the skill set of your backups. Another funny thing would be, I don't know, maybe your GM could get backups that have similar skill sets to your primary quarterback, so that way it's not such a different, change that you have to go ahead and make when you do have to talk about the offense. I don't know. Some would say. This is year 6, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go into year 6. Is it going to be the same old Tua looking phenomenal? Phenomenal. Guess what? This is Tua's team. He needs to act like it. Now, I'll give him this, though. This year, it's a little bit more vocal. Talking about him and Tyreek are in a good spot. Holding Tyreek accountable. Probably the reason why Tyreek didn't get a C on his chest. All right, cool. I'm not mad at that. You're the little leader of this team. Okay. Take ownership. Take the reins on this offense. You tell people what to do on that field. And if McDaniel's fumbling the ball, fumbling the play, you pick a play and you execute. You need to make an adjustment, you go ahead and do that. You need to call an audible, you go ahead and do that. Take over, Tua. That's it. That's all I've ever wanted. We have seen Tua have some amazing drives where you're like, Jesus. If this is what he can give us consistently, no team can beat us. I don't care who the heck we're playing. I don't care who we're playing. We get this Tua, no team can beat us. Not one of them. Not one of them. But unfortunately, Tua is extremely inconsistent. Really good play versus your Carolina Panthers. I'll give him this. The one team that is a playoff team that I think you can kind of equate. It's gonna be the Los Angeles Chargers, and I think that has been one of the funnest outings I've had with Tua. Seeing him versus the Chargers has been fun these years, because I feel like they match up really well. Very, very, very similar. So it's pretty nice seeing, when he matches up with the Chargers. It's like, ooh, you never know who's gonna win. And hey, guess what? Tua last year, he came in here, he took that game. Ooh, man, man, had me thinking we're going 17-0, man. We're going to the Super Bowl. Like that's all I can say about this team. One little good thing, forget it. We're going to the Super Bowl. I don't care what I said. Gosh, we love this team so much. But he's got to do it because he's not playing for the Miami Dolphins right now. He's playing for the Miami Dolphins right now. But he's got to think, where am I getting my next contract? Am I getting a restructure? Or am I playing somewhere else? Am I starting somewhere else? That's the real question. Does he want to be a journeyman? Or does he want to be a starter again at a different team? Whichever team that may be. It's going to be 100% on him. So that's the main thing about Tua is that he's a really good quarterback. He's also a really inconsistent quarterback. Good enough not to be good enough. And what makes it even worse, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that he gives us these glimpses. He gives us these glimpses, and you're like, God, man, bro, you're so good. Why are you not doing this all the time? Last year, when we went blow for blow with the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo, we should have won that game. We beat ourselves. We should have won that game. I actually almost semi feel like it might have been a little stolen, but whatever. Conspiracy theories. We should have won that game. I don't care what anybody tells me. Tua Tagovailoa played way better than Josh Allen in Josh Allen's home. I don't care what you say. He did. It was such a great game that I said, although we lost, that had to have been the best game I've ever seen Tua play. I'm like, holy smokes, playing like that? Okay. I'll go to battle with you every day. Like that versus a playoff team? Absolutely. I'll go to war every single day. You play like that? Man, oh God. And this is what annoys me. We we put so much around him, but it's like he punches through, but then retreats, and it's like, come on, bro, I don't need you to retreat. I need you to keep punching through. Cause holy smokes, that game, I'm like, that's by far the best game he's had in his career. And I was flaunting that game left and right. I know it resulted in a loss. However, it was the best game he played. It was the best game he ever played. With that kind of play, if he actually played like that, man, there was no need for us to go and be up the other year. Three. We were up. We were up 3 games with 5 games left. We had the AFC #1 overall spot available for us. We had the divisional win right there. That mountaintop was right there, and we crumbled, collapsed. Collapsed. I'll check it out. Collapsed. Which hurts because that's the part that's frustrating, man. I want to root for you. I want you to succeed because, contrary to popular belief, if Tua succeeds, we all succeed. Why would I not want my QB1 to? That's so dumb. Like, that's so dumb. Why would I not want my QB1 to succeed? Like, the problem is he doesn't. That's on him. He doesn't. When you're contributing to the loss, dude, like, what are we doing? It's like I want to go ahead and go all in, super ham for Tua, but he'll have an insane game versus the Bills. And then the next week you're like, what? Where did all the juice go? It's like you guys remember Space Jam. I know you guys remember Space Jam. The real Space Jam. I don't even know what the other parody that was years later. There's only one Space Jam, period. But you guys saw, like, man, when Bugs Bunny gave the team that, the special drink, the special elixir, where you saw them like, and they all got muscles and started playing insane. It was all their belief. They made it happen and they whooped somebody. But unfortunately, they ran out of the juice. Oh my God, that was funny. That was funny. They ran out of some of that juice and then, they didn't realize that it was them all along. I want to see something special from Tua. Now, everybody, and I do mean everybody, is giving the Dolphins anywhere from 4 wins, from what I see. And I'm talking publications. I'm talking mainstream media. I'm not even talking like anybody else. I'm talking straight up mainstream media. 6 wins, 7 maybe. I think the highest I saw was 9 wins. Damn. 9 wins. 9 wins. It's the highest that I saw. That's crazy. It's gonna be very interesting to see whether or not the Dolphins can do something special this year. I want all the disrespect. I want everybody to think we're gonna be absolute bums. Because then I want to be able to go and pick off one team after another. We're favored this first game. Okay, cool. Probably not favored in a lot of more other games, though. That's fine. Because if Tua plays the way that he did versus the Bills in that one game, away, we're knocking all of them out. knocking all of them out. He does that. What can they say? Now, after the bye week is Murderers Row. Let's see, because our bye week is week 12. It's actually not such a bad week. Bye week. It's just before. It's semi-middle of November. Third week of November. Thanksgiving week. Oh, that's Thanksgiving week. Nice. Okay, cool. Is it? No, it's not. The following week is Thanksgiving week. Anyways, but if you can come out here and don't show me you're all that versus the Cleveland Browns or the Atlanta Falcons or the Carolina Panthers. Like, stop. New Orleans Saints, who are going to be picking in the top 5 in the next draft. Like, don't show me that there. Show me when we're playing the Commanders, the Bills, the Ravens at home in back-to-back weeks. What are you going to do? Guess what? That's a Thursday night football game versus Baltimore Ravens. Then we got a Sunday regular 1 o'clock game. And then we travel to Spain to play the Commander. Oh, that's so lame. I keep forgetting the Commanders is away. It's an away game. Lame. And by the way, I mean international game. So whatever. But you still got actual home games versus the Ravens and the Bills. How are you gonna do? Because if we have excellent play by Tua, I don't see how we can lose. I see how we can lose. Then you're gonna be turning heads like, what's going on over there in Miami? What's going on over there in Miami? People are gonna notice. Like, is Miami quietly having a good season this year? Because forget it, we know Tua's gonna do great versus the under 500 teams. We know that. That's his bread and butter. But it's those teams, the Bengals, the Steelers. Heck, I even put the Buccaneers on there too because Buccaneers are always scrappy. In-state rivalry, always scrappy. Bucky Irving, Baker Mayfield, Chris Godwin, come on. Always a tough game. So yeah, that would be interesting. We gotta wait and see. So I'm gonna give you what I expect for Tua, and we go over this every single year. As far as this is a little concerning. Side note: Dolphins running back Devon Achane, who has been dealing with a calf injury this summer, is returning to practice today and is on track to play Sunday versus the Colts, said Adam Schefter a couple days ago. Watch out for that, ladies and gentlemen, because those calf injuries lead to Achilles heel injuries. If I'm the Dolphins, I'm shutting down Achane for the first few weeks because I'm not trying to have that injury on there. You know what I mean? What's up to Tuesday? I see you, JD the Great, in the building. Welcome, Dolphin Don Aquavision. Welcome, CB. So back to it. So every year we say to ourselves, what does Tua need to do this year to meet our requirements? Okay, well let's make sure we put this where is it? Are you seriously not gonna work because of that? Hold on. Hurry up. Hurry up. Thank you. Insert one above. Okay, so now today is the 4th. Literally, usually around the time where we do our Tua expectation episode, so that's good. My main expectations for Tua Tagovailoa. Let me get his little numbers here. Let's get his little numbers here. There he is. So Tua in his career has had over 15,500 yards. Ooh, congratulations, 100 touchdowns. Let's get it. Okay. So I actually expect Tua Tagovailoa. Let me put it this way. Let me take a look at. Although he did miss 6 games, I want to be able to go ahead and show you guys something real quick. Bro. Okay. So Tua Tagovailoa in 2024, he had 11 games he played. Actually, you know what? Let me share my screen so you guys can see this too. Papa. Listen, baby. Okay, so you've got, here you go. These are Tua's stats for last year. Y'all should be able to see that. This is Tua's stats for last year. You can actually see all five years of Tua Tagovailoa. 11 games. The second least amount of games he's played in his career. Okay, cool. He went 6-5. Good. Good. He had a 72 completion percentage, almost 73. You could pretty much say 73, right? And let me see here. "72 completion percentage. That's awesome. He had 2,867 yards, second least he's ever had. 19 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Okay. Pretty much injured. That's all you're getting. Pretty much injured. A lot of people love this stat. In the last 3 years, he's the only quarterback with over 100 passer rating. Well, congratulations. I love all the playoff wins we got. Oh, look at this. Every year, with the exception of his second year, he got two little fourth quarter comebacks. Congratulations. So, can you really take all of this? Let me pull up my calculator. If he would, if he would have, we love this. We're going to take 2,867 divided by 11 games. That is an average of 260 yards per game. Times 17 games. That means Tua would have gone for 4,431 yards had he played all 17 games. That would have been not too shabby. That would have been second most. The year that he played all 17 games the first time, he would have had right around that par. Right around that. Not too bad. What's up, Billy? So, hey, maybe there's something to that, right? Maybe there is something to that. Maybe we should take a look at that, right? So if we're going to have Tua's expectations, not even going to go that crazy. I'm going to stick to what I've had pretty much for the last 4 years. The main first expectation for Tua Tagovailoa, play all 17 games. I know, tough. But I think it's a little simple. If Tua can play all 17 games, you see we've had success before. And I can't stand that. That's a bad word on this channel. If. Horrible. Once Tua plays all 17 games, that'll be good. And I don't even want that much. 250 yards per game times 17 games, that'll put him at 4,250 yards. That's good enough for me. I don't need more than that. It's okay. I mean, I'll take more. But 250 per game, that's great. That's great. I want him to get how many teddies? I need him to get, let's see here. Oh, actually, ooh. Ooh. Well, no. We gotta change this up. I'm lying. I need more from Tua. But you know what? No, I'm gonna keep that there. I want more I actually want more touchdowns than I do yardage. Yardage doesn't mean anything to me. So we'll keep it at that. Touchdown. TDs is what matters at the end of the day. What's up, Lou? Welcome. TDs. See? When he got 4,000, over 4,000 yards, 29 touchdowns. I need more than that. I can't do that. That's not enough for me. Not at all. If he gets 2 touchdowns, which is what I want from him, that gets him 34 touchdowns for the year. That's what I need from him. I need Tua to put up 34 touchdowns minimum. 2 per. That's not that bad. I'm not asking for the world. I'm only asking for him to do something that he's absolutely capable of. Get away from that. Get away from that. Get away from that. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. Tua can do that. Yeah, I think that's good. Billy says 34, not 44. Look. I can't ask for too much. Apparently, according to this fan base. I really want to say 2.5 touchdowns per game. But Miss Phins, that doesn't work because math. 2.5 touchdowns per game times 17 games, ladies and gentlemen. It's 42.5 touchdowns. That means some games will have 3, other games will have 2. You know what? You're right. I need 44 touchdowns from this man. What will that come out to? 44 tutties divided by 17. That's about just over 2.5 touchdowns per game. We're going to do 44. No, I said 45, didn't I? Yeah, I did. 45 touchdowns. No. We expect more from here. We expect more this year. Yeah, I'm tired of having such low expectations. Let's get 30 touchdowns from number 1. That's too low. I need 45 touchdowns from Tua. That's what we want. Now, I will give Tua this, man. Interceptions. Granted, 11 games, 7 interceptions. That's not really that good. But then again, you know that if he gets one in one game, he's gonna more than likely get a second one in that same game. So when he played those 17 games, he got 14. That's almost 1 per game. The only way I'm okay with Tua having 1 interception per game is if he's scoring 3 to 4 touchdowns, because that means he's going for it. You think I'm gonna be mad with 4 touchdowns and an interception? Absolutely not. I'm gonna say keep chugging it. Can we get another touchdown? Can we get the 5 touchdowns? Give me 4 tutties in an interception. I'll take it all day, every day. Now, don't give me that interception at the end of the game, please, Jesus. But if it's at the beginning of the game, even metal, I can handle it. Huh. What? Please. Give it to me, baby. Like, come on. That's a no-brainer for me. That's a no-brainer for me. So, yeah. I'm gonna take. Absolutely, I'm gonna take 3, 4 touchdowns with an interception by Tua. Absolutely. I don't see why anybody wouldn't do that. Excuse me. Tua's blessed with interception drop, says Billy. Well, funny part is that it messes teams up because Tua is a left-handed quarterback, so the rotation of the ball is different. So it's almost like these DBs can't catch that puppy. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button, guys. We got over 40 of y'all in the building. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for coming through. If you like what you hear so far, well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Miss Phins Show. I am Miss Phins. And I appreciate all of you guys because, again, it just helps promote the channel. So thank you so much. But anywho, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue. Let's finish this off. So we're expecting 250 plus passing yards from Tua. Over 2.5. Over 2.5 touchdowns per game, leading to 45 touchdowns. And I actually want 12 interceptions. I don't want more than 12. I don't want more than 12. I think 12 is fine. Now, his completion percentage, let's go into that real quick. Completion percentage. Tua has been pretty good. I mean, the lowest he's ever had 64.1, 64.8. He's been averaging 65 plus. You could say 66 plus completion percentage. I want a 65% completion percentage. I should say 70. You know what? We're going to go with 70. Yep, I said it. Why not? I'm tired of having these little super low expectations for my quarterback. Absolutely not. We're going to go 70.3 completion percentage out of Tua. That's what I want. That's what I want. And obviously, I mean, you already got 3 straight years of over 100 passer rating. Let's make it a 4th one. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the expectations for Tua Tagovailoa this year. It's going to be 250 yards plus per game, which leads to over 4,250 yards throughout the season. All 17 games played by Tua. 45 touchdowns, which comes out to just over 2.5. It's actually like 2.6 touchdowns per game, ladies and gentlemen, with no more than 12 interceptions in the season, as well as a 70.3 completion percentage and a over 100.1 passer rating. That's the expectations for Tua. I gotta hold you to a higher level. You're paid. You're one of the top 5 highest paid players in the league. Well, definitely top 10. But in quarterbacks, he's top 5 quarterbacks paid. So love the layout for what QB1 needs to do this season. He needs to ball out and win big games. Exactly, Lou. That's what I need. I need him to, how he played versus the Buffalo Bills away last season that we should have won. That's how I want him to play. There you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Tua's Tagovailoa's expectations for the season. If you're just coming in, guess what? I had a massive amount of rants earlier in the show. Go ahead and take a look at it. It's a lot of fun. Argue with me. Don't argue with me. Either way, tell me what you think. Put in the chat. Put in the comment section, guys, below. I answer pretty much most of my comments. So, yeah, if you want to go back and forth, I have a lot of fun going back and forth with you guys in the comment section. So go ahead and put that. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. Welcome so much for coming to the Miss Phins Show each and every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m.-ish in the morning. I need like 5 minutes, guys. So, 8 a.m. in the morning. If you don't see me, 2 things could have happened. Typically, 3. 1, an emergency. 2, I have a morning meeting. Or 3, sorry, I overslept. So, my bad. But other than that, you're going to see me here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern, guys. So thank you so much for coming through. I think I saw Eric Simi ask me earlier today, but I didn't get a chance to answer it. Do I think Tyreek can go for 2,000 yards? The answer is absolutely yes. Because just like Tua, Tyreek is going for that other contract. He's trying to get paid. With the amount of kids he has, he needs every dollar he can get. So I expect Tyreek to also have a monster year going for those 2,000 yards. Ooh. Anyways, relax. Don't get too hyped. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that should be a lot of fun this season. Guys, football's here tonight. Yeah, we have some football going. So go check it out tonight. We got football. Thank you, God. Football season's back. Ladies and gentlemen, come in tomorrow for our game preview. We do it every Friday or Thursday if you have a Thursday night game. Come check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Adam S., one of our awesome members that literally keeps the lights on. Thank you so much, man, for showing your love every month. Appreciate you so much. Appreciate you so much. Appreciate you so much. Let's go Dolphins, and I will catch you guys tomorrow for our game preview. Take care, and as always, bye-bye.